Okay, we'll continue with the word of the Most High. We're in 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. So whatever temptation you're going through, it's common to man. It's something, ain't nothing new under the sun. So some other man is going through the same thing you're going through. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So surely, and especially in these last days, we're going to have a lot of things that happen within our life that will tempt us. And some of you going to run and be scared and just go another way. There ain't no other way. You learn the right way. But some of you going to be scared and run another way. Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. You hear that? So he's not going to suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. He know how much you could take. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You hear that? But you got to remember this spiritually, because a lot of people, those who something happen, they flip out. That's why he told you when you go to Ecclesiastes 2 and 1 in the Apocrypha. Why he told us, the answers are right here. Solutions are right here in the Bible. And you know the tempter is Satan, the devil, the serpent, the dragon, the beast. Look what the Most High told us. Ecclesiastes 2 and 1. That's what he told us. And remember this. You can read this whole chapter. It's a very good chapter in the Apocrypha for spiritual, I'll say, growth. For your spiritual growth. Ecclesiastes 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, and hopefully you come to serve the Most High, prepare. He said, prepare thy soul for temptation. This preparation, when you know solutions that work. That's why I say, ask your forefathers. They gave us solutions that work. If you don't know, you need to be asking. Because the solutions are already, they are in the Bible. So he said he gave you no more that was common to man. But even when Mashiach was shy, fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, who came? The devil, Satan, tempted him. That's why he said, my son, when you come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. But remember, he just told you, he's not going to give you more than you can bear. You don't flip out. It says, set thy heart aright. Set your mind right. The heart is the mind. Set your mind right. All right. And constantly endure. It would say, constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. Don't run when the trouble come. You got the Most High and Mashiach on your side. Why you going to run? He said, cleave unto him. Hear what he say? Cleave unto him. And depart not away. See, some people run and say, I'll be back, man, when I get it. You getting it together when you learn this truth and learn it, living and apply it in your life. No other way. How many people say, I'll be back? They ain't never come back. They out there in the world. Hopefully they repent and come back. Hundreds of men. Man. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. That's why he told you, go to, hold that, get Matthew 24. In verse 13. Matthew 24 and 13. Listen what it say. But he that shall endure. How long? Until the end. You hear that? Until the end. The same shall be saved. from his enemies and from the hand of all that hate them. Listen, cleave unto him. You got to cleave to the Most High. Only way you're going to cleave to the Most High is do what he say, do, be obedient. Repent and come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. It says that in the New Testament, the Old Testament, and everything in between, Genesis to Revelation. It's never going to change. Cleave unto him and depart not away. You mean there's somebody you could say that give you a better way than him? Therefore, that's who you love. He said, love me with all thy heart, mind, and strength, and soul. Every fiber of your body love the Most High. But no, you want to love somebody else who's telling you something different. You ain't got to follow him. But ask somebody. This real people. People going to be thrown in the lake of fire behind playing around with their salvation, their spirit. How many people have left and they didn't make it? They're not going to make it. Listen to what he said. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. You can take it cheerfully. You know why? Because you know what these scriptures say. You know what these scriptures say. So you think spiritually. You don't think carnal. You let your carnal mind just destroy you. Say, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient. That deal with time. Everything is not expedient for you, for us. Be patient. When thou art changed to a lower state. Right now, we're just in Jacob's trouble. We got to be patient. But we got to stay in this word. Like I said, we got to learn it. You got to live it. You got to apply it in your life. And it works. It works. You got to believe it. You got to say it. You can't be sitting around telling, oh, woe is me. Woe is you. Destruction to you. Woe me destruction. You complain and you negative about anything. Better be glorifying the Most High. He said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. That's something that you got to be willing in the spirit to do. Take it cheerfully. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See, believe in him. Have faith in the Most High. And he will help thee. Hear that? He's our help in these last days. Order thy way aright. Order your way aright. Come back to the Most High by keeping his commandments, his law, statute, commandments, his rules and regulations. And trust in him. See? That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn to trust. That's what you should have been learning. How to trust in him. And endure to the end to be saved. Because ain't nobody saved now. Tell them to go around and do everything they normally did. You can't even do it. They tell you stay in your house and be safe. You got to follow those orders. But as you in the house, you got to be prayed up, studied up, and ready. But what these prophecies say going to happen. Understand this, overstand this, and believe this. For real, for real. Don't let anybody fool you. Or take you the wrong way. Now let's go into some prophecy. Go to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. And we look at verse 37. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid. Hear what he said? Prophecy. And there shall, that's in the future, be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. This was the Most High said will happen on this earth. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east, like tornadoes and hurricanes and so forth. And storms with great winds in them. and shall open it. And the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind, shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein. They shall pour out over every high and eminent place and a horrible star. You know? These are spirits, fire. These are spirits of the Most High, fire. You know, the Most High consuming fire, first and foremost. Fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. They shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly under Babylon and make her afraid. It's America. Babylon the Great, virgin daughter of Babylon, America. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. That's no different than what you see the Most High going to do. That's the judgment that's coming. All that be around her going to bewail her. That's why it's no different than what you see here in the book of Revelation 18. 10. Well, let's read verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. Oh, yeah. Who's it talking about? Same Babylon we reading about here in the Apocrypha. Right here in the book of Revelation 18. And 2, it says, he cried, this mighty angel cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, deceitful evil people, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right here. Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed a fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her. That will be just like you just said. In the Apocrypha, all these kings of the earth that lived deliciously with America, the ships, you see nothing but ships selling, lining up, coming. All the products that come from all these places all over the world will be lined up, looking to see, oh, wow, what they going to be seeing? Shall bewail her. They're going to be crying over her, right? And lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment. Remember, tell you everybody going to be afraid? You sit in fear. Verse 41, 2 Ezra 15:41, fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the woods, the grass of the meadows and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly under Babylon and make her afraid. This is before the Most High burn it up through a Mashiach Yahushai's judgment from the Most High. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. See what they gonna say? Verse 10, Revelation 18:10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. We read about it, prophecy. For no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. Why? Because the Most High going to destroy this place. Prophecy. Look, verse 45 of 2 Ezra 15. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. You hear that? And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. We got next, y'all, forever. So, look at, and it's sad because these things are going on, these things are happening right before our eyes, in the making, I'll say, and these preachers not doing anything as far as bringing forth the truth of this Bible like they should be. And you have to pay for that. Nobody getting away with nothing. Hear what I'm saying? Go to, like I just said, go to 2 Ezra 13. It's the end result, 9 and 10. Now the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force of all nations going to get together to fight Mashiach Yahushua. That's their plan. But, I mean, no matter what it is, it'll always come back to us. And he of the tribe of Judah. Hebrews 7:14 says, for his evidence that our power of Mashiach Yahushua sprang out of Judah. He's from Jacob's fourth-born son. So it's still about us. They killed him. I mean, nobody even talk about that. The so-called white man killed a Mashiach Yahushua. They're Jesus Christ that they call themselves believing that they the ones killed him. Put him to death. He was innocent. Just like we being put to death innocent. A brother I just heard, you know, one city was running, getting his exercise on, and two cats got out the truck and shot him and killed him. He was just running. He didn't do no crime or nothing. He was just running. Like Thaahwam Martin and so forth. Eric Gardner and so forth. All you could keep naming them and naming them and naming them. Sandra Bland and so forth. Did they deserve death? Just for running? Getting exercise? These things are happening to us. That's why they're preparing to fight a Mashiach Yahushua. You got to understand, all this is in the Bible. So I ask your forefathers. And our forefathers are right here in this Bible going to talk to us and tell us. This is our forefather Ezra. What did he say? After they all come together to fight him, verse 9 of 2 Ezra 13. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, that's the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Forces, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Remember, he said he ain't coming back as a man. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one. See, they ain't teaching this in the church. And burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of a innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. Now we just read in chapter 15. Dust and smell of smoke. That's it. That's a result. So look at Micah 3 and 5. See, what you got to realize is these preachers are set up to lead our people. They're already telling them they don't have to follow the Most High by telling them they don't have to follow his laws. They're his laws. This his feast days that you're not following, breaking the laws and so forth of the Most High. Look at Micah 3 and 5. Thus said the Most High concerning the prophets that make my people err. You hear that? These prophets that make the Most High's people err from following the truth, which is the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. That bite with their teeth and cry, peace. And he that putteth not, and he have putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. See? They say peace, but the Most High ain't put that peace in to tell them to tell the people about peace. He said, I ain't put that in their mouths. They even prepare war against him. How they prepare war against the Most High? Because you hear me call them all the time, secular churches. All right, let's find out. Go to James 4:4. The adulterers, and all this happening in the church, adultery and adulterous sis. Men that's going with another man's woman in the church, adulterous sis. Women that's married, going outside their marriage, sleeping with the pastor maybe, you know, or somebody else in the church. The adulterers and adulteresses. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? So the friendship of the world, right? Whose world are we in? Esau's world. Esau's the end of the world. The so-called white man's world. So, the adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? That make you be at war with him, because you're a friend of the world. Whatever they say, that's what you're going to bring forth. And all you're going to run up in them churches, and the preacher's going to have you getting a test for the coronavirus. You're going to be taking the vaccines up in there, and they're going to get paid. They're going to get paid. You don't know about that. You just following suit with what man say, because you believe in man. You don't believe in the Most High. You believe in man. Listen. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. Period. You're the enemy of the Most High. You working with this world, you're the enemy of the Most High. You gonna have his people led to the slaughter. They want population decreasing. You gonna be a part of that? You better understand and overstand. This is real, man. You're a friend of the world, and you're different than these Pharisees and scribes. Look what they said. It's the same way you rolling. Leading our people straight to hell. How many people you done led to hell already? We'll go to John 11:47. This you preachers right now. Say, then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. Mashiach is doing more miracles than we put in all the books of the world can contain the miracles that he done. So they look at that, what we gonna do, man? This dude doing many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. If we leave him alone, all men gonna believe on him. And that's what they're supposed to be drawn to a Mashiach Yahushai. Not your butt, me or anyone else, but a Mashiach Yahushai. We are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. Listen what it says. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans, so-called Italian Caucasians, that was the super part of earth, the same ones that put him to death, shall come and take away both our place and nation. Is that what you're concerned about? That's what you're concerned about. That the Romans gonna come and take away your place and nation. You ain't gonna be able to have that money that you've been having. It's gonna be a problem, because you ain't gonna have that money that you had all the time. That's why they said the Romans gonna come and take away both our place and nation. And that's what happened. When you understand the realness of how this is set up, you know, you got they come to the church, the preacher say, hey, look, we want you to invite your congregation in, and this is what we want you to do. What you think they're going to do? And we're going to give you this amount of money. That's what they're going to do. Go back to where we was at in Micah 3:5. Thus say the Most High concerning the prophets, that's these preachers that make my people err. See, the leaders cause our people to err. That bite with their teeth and cry, peace. And he that putteth not into his mouths, their mouths, they even prepare war against him. Like I say, you part of the world. Mashiach say he ain't got nothing to do with this world. You know, he about the world of Israel. Not he has nothing to do with this world. When he came here, he care about this world. Look what he said in St. John 17:9. St. John 17:9. He said, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me. But they are thine. See? He prayed for no world. Who world was he in? He was in the Roman world. He prayed for that world. They the ones put him to death. An innocent man. Sound familiar? Look. So look at what he says in Micah 3:6. Just a moment. Okay, Micah 3:6. Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun, which is wisdom, shall go down over the prophets, and the days shall be dark over them. You see? Say the day shall be dark over them. So why is it saying you can be in darkness? Why does it say that? Look. Go to one reason, go to Isaiah 8:20. Isaiah 8:20. So they're gonna be in darkness. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So they don't speak according to the word, it's because there is no light in them. So if no light is in you, then you in darkness. So if they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them. What is this light? Something that they say you don't have to follow? Proverbs 6:23. They don't speak according to this word because there's no light in them. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See? And the law is light, and the law is light. The Most High's laws is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So go to Baruch 4:1. Say you're going to be in darkness. Baruch 4:1 in the Apocrypha. He said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. So don't nobody tell you that the law is done away with. He say the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. All they that keep the law shall come to everlasting life. Remember, with those, we started out with what? Choose ye what? Life or what? Death. It say all that keep it shall come to life. But, with the condition, such as leave it shall die. You will be cast into the lake of fire. Take thee, it say turn thee, O Jacob. And we all had to turn around from being in all these different religions and not really understanding our story, this Bible. Look at got all these other books and everything, everybody trying to detour you from our story, which is in the Bible, and don't really know it as they should. It should be taught, want to know this before just the last days, baby. You better understand. It could be too late. You're going to wish you woulda, shoulda, coulda, and you didn't. Listen what he say. Turn thee. You got to turn around. You got to repent, and ask the Most High to forgive you for your sins. And start learning these commandments of the Most High. It said, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it, walk in the presence of the light thereof. See that? They're the light. Like I say, the law is light. It's all coinciding together. You know, the law is the light. But he put the pastors in darkness. He said he put what they said in their mouths to say what they saying. You hear me saying, thus say the Most High. That's why I read this word with understanding. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Hear that? You're going to shine. You ain't going to be in darkness. That's the problem that our people having. They in darkness. Why? Because they decide they want to go some other way. And it's the wrong way. Instead of just staying focused on what it is we're supposed to be doing. As it is written. Just a moment.